information is power. Staying informed is crucial. At New Delhi Prime, we're committed to delivering high-quality, fact-driven journalism that keeps you ahead of the curve. Our journalists are dedicated to presenting the facts without spin or agenda. We dig deeper to provide context. We cover the issues that impact your life, from local to global. Subscribe on our newsletter. Follow us on social media or our website to stay up to date on the latest news and analysis. Stay informed. Stay updated. That matters. From the New Daily Prime News.
When they fired you from Austin Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, did you cry?
And there's certain fines that have been given, which includes 45,000 naira. This question goes to Miss Fathia. Miss Fathia. Ms. Fathia, the question is that do you think that with the law that has been enacted, do you think that pregnant women would no longer be left by men who impregnated them, and this law and the fine?
So evidence. Okay, there is a guy and a girl there. So what evidence would I to prove that it was this guy that actually impregnated me? What if I'm lying against him? What if he denied and there is no evidence to back it up? So I don't know how they want to do this because if it is not evidence, you cannot just pick anyone and anybody can just come up and say, okay, I want to treat this guy right and I want to, lie against him. It happens. So what are the Lagos State governments, how are they going to manage that part? Hello? Hello? Can you hear me?
Oh no, I can't.
You can't hear me. Should I
I
go
can't. It's
again?
not so. Maybe because of your
Should I go again?
AirPods.
Oh, let me disconnect that.
Okay. Hello. Good afternoon.
This is better. Thank you. So the question is, do you think that the law that was recently enacted?
Someone can just come up with anything one day and say, okay, this person impregnates me and abandoned me. It was this so person that actually impregnates you. It was this so person that actually impregnates you. If it is not evident. So in that aspect, how are they going to address that aspect? Like, because someone can just wake up one day and feel like, okay, I want to treat this guy right, and let me just lie against him. It might be under any influence that someone is just saying it out of this thing just to
Out of spite.
Treat the hello. I can't hear. Hello.
I said out of spite, maybe I'll treat the guy just.
Yeah, you grab me, you grab. That's it. So how is it going to be evident? Okay, let's say how are they going to record? How are they going to record when they are having that form? Or how is the Lagos State government going to know that okay, it will actually impregnate this so person? What if the witnesses were bribed to just say something that will favor our own wishes? Like, you get. So what are the evidences? How did they want to even achieve this? I'm not saying impregnating and abandoning. I'm not saying impregnating and abandoning is right. I'm not saying that. But how are they going to know that, okay, this is true and this is false? How are they going to separate truth from falsehood?
However, can't a test be carried out to confirm that that child is truly the father? Can't a test be carried out, like even before the birth?
Yeah, testing. Speaking of testing, which
True. That's there as well. That's true.
Let me ask that. If the Lagos State government is going to sponsor that, it will even give room for many people to start saying, because they know it's the government that is going to. You know how people react to things now. They'll be like, oh, since it's the government that is going to sponsor the DNA, oh yeah, now let me just do this. So people will just even do it for fun. It's not many out there that are serious. Many Nigerians are not serious. So speaking of evidence, how are they going to tackle that? And if they would be sponsoring the DNA, there should be some do I call it? There should be
payments or compensation.
Yeah, this thing that will make you eligible. Like what you're saying is actually right. Okay, let's say if there is no evidence that, okay, this person are dating, even if you are dating, like there is no evidence that, okay, you are actually dating. If you have witness, what if those witnesses were bribed to just, speak in favor of your concern?
I
don't know how they want to. I don't know how they want to address this, because I've just been thinking of what if.
True, I do understand your points, but however, I still believe that a test could probably be carried out, and this could, however, be sponsored. This could be sponsored by the father of that child, because I mean, it takes two to tango, and it could probably be sponsored by the father of the child, and it should definitely be sponsored by him, definitely. So,
all right.
Do you also think that the compensation, the 45,000 naira with paternity test and antenatal, postnatal, do you think that is sufficient enough? Do you think that's sufficient enough? The fine, the postnatal, antenatal, do you think that's sufficient enough?
Well,
what do you think about that?
Speaking of 45,000 naira, to me, it is nothing, because what is 45,000 naira is not even enough for some registration, like just to register, not let alone antenatal, postnatal care, baby stuff, like a lot of things to get. It is nothing to me. 45,000 naira is nothing. I think when I read the news, I think that 45,000 naira is the first penalty. Then alongside with that 45,000 naira will be the sponsoring of the antenatal, postnatal care, the baby stuff, and all that will be needed for the mother and the baby throughout the pregnancy.
Okay. Thank you very much. So therefore, the man should be able to sponsor every single thing. The money is not enough. I mean, nowhere even enough. 45,000 is not even a substantial amount. And
yeah, it is not. It is not. Alongside that 45,000 naira should be the listed above things they mentioned. If it's that way, if it's that way. But even if you pay that 45,000 naira, still nothing. You still have to give more, because there are many things to get, like many things to get. Is he paying for the scan or checkup or even the Hello?
Everything that has to do with the birth of the child, the father is definitely going to pay according to the law. In Lagos State, in fact, just only Lagos State. Only Lagos State that this law is in. Apart from Lagos State, other states do not have this law. I mean, what do you have to say about that? It's just Lagos State. Every other state that it happens.
Well, since it is the Lagos State government that actually enacted this, like it was his idea, he brought it up and was agreed. State governors feel it was imposing. They can just adopt that. The Lagos State government wants to address this. I still don't know how they want to address it, but let's see how it goes.
Thank you so much, Ms. Fakia. Thank you so much for joining my ma'am. If we can have you as well and also have your opinion. So, Ms. Juma, we're talking about the recent law that was enacted by Lagos State, which is from section 277 of the criminal law, which states that women who are being impregnated must be taken care of the father, and also a fine if they do not pay, a fine of 45,000 naira. They must also take care of the that's going to reduce how women are being impregnated and men are not taking the responsibility.
Without also appreciating the fact that for once there is this acknowledgement of irresponsible father or irresponsible fatherhood. So like this, there's a watch on just spewing seeds around without knowing that there is an aftermath to it. And it's also a way of curbing irresponsibility in the society because um, if you're not married and you get impregnated by a man, there's always this fear whether the man is going to be responsible for it. Even in marriage, some men are not responsible for it. So, them enacting a law that a man should cover the antenatal postnatal bill is something. But 45,000 for a person without a child, I don't think we can live on 45,000 naira per month. Not at all, because the cost of diapers, drugs, and everything is certainly not enough. So I think that they can do better in increasing the money.
Okay, thank you very much, Ms. Jemima. What do you also think about the fact that it's only Lagos State that has this law? Thank you very much, Ms. Jemima. Thank you very
Okay.
much for your opinion. Thank you so much. And section. Thanks for watching and don't forget to subscribe. Thank you.